Good evening and welcome to tonight's evening news. I'm Judith, bringing you the latest headlines from Malaysia, around the world and across Asia. In Malaysia, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim warns that excessive early withdrawals from the Employees Provident Fund, EPF, could harm contributors in the future. Internationally, Donald Trump's latest policy moves are shaking up the US economy, while China prepares its response. In Asia, Japan is considering ending its negative interest rate policy, a decision that could have major financial implications for the region. Stay with us as we break down these stories. Now, over to Onat for the details.
Thank you, Judith. Let's start with Malaysia's top story. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim has reiterated the government's stance on limiting premature EPF withdrawals. He warned that allowing too many early withdrawals could leave contributors in financial distress during retirement. While some exceptions exist for hardship cases, Anwar emphasized the importance of long-term financial planning. Meanwhile, the government's new 2% EPF contribution requirement for non-citizen workers is sparking discussions, with officials defending it as necessary for workforce regulation and fair labor standards. Now let's move on to international news. Donald Trump's policies are causing ripples across the financial world. The US president has doubled tariffs on Chinese imports, escalating tensions between the two economic superpowers. In response, China is strengthening its local industries, particularly in technology and manufacturing, to reduce reliance on US trade. Meanwhile, Trump's economic policies have led to uncertainty in global stock markets, with investors closely watching how these trade tensions unfold. In Asia, Japan's central bank is considering a historic shift, ending its negative interest rate policy for the first time in years. For decades, Japan has kept interest rates extremely low to boost economic growth. But now, with rising inflation and wage increases, experts believe the country is ready to raise interest rates for the first time since 2007. If this happens, it could strengthen the yen, impact global stock markets, and increase borrowing costs across Asia. Investors are keeping a close eye on Japan's next move, as it could signal a shift in Asian financial strategies.
And that's all for tonight's evening news. A quick recap. Malaysia's Prime Minister warns against excessive EPF withdrawals, Trump's trade war with China heats up, and Japan may end its negative interest rate policy. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more updates. I'm Judith, signing off. Have a great evening.